Aloha and Tuvalu. Well, it's good to be back with everybody here, and some of you may remember that this is called the School Talk Story with Dr. T and the Ukulele Dad show. Some of you may have forgotten. But I will post this up into the chat because this will have something very important. That's where you can find the music for our ukulele class. So take a look at it. Also, I wanted to recognize board members of the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPINE. Yeah. So they sponsor this show. And then finally, I wanted to post on here because we're going to do our self-care talanoa in a little bit. But just take a look at these phone numbers and also the live chat because that will help you. All right, everybody. Well, let me see. We have a few announcements, and then we are going to continue with ukulele class. So start looking for your instrument. I know some of you keep losing it, but keep looking. Okay. All right. So let's take a look now. For our first announcement, let's go to the NPINE Facebook page. So I'm going to share this with you. You'll find the same thing on Instagram too. It's just a little easier for me to pull it up here on Facebook. Yeah, we had a nice program Tuesday night, although we were missing a lot of you at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue. Are all of you okay? I think it was real hot that night. That's probably why people just wanted to stay home. Yeah, and this here is very interesting. Take a look at this. That's my picture. But I did ask a question to one of the gubernatorial candidates. I had a surgery, was unable to attend in Sacramento, but they put me up there on the big screen. That was very nice. All right. But come down here again. Here's how you order your Krispy Kreme donuts, and some of you haven't ordered it yet. 12 more days of this important campaign. This is to support our scholarships, internships, and our annual conference. Yeah, we need to make some money. We might not eat lunch. But take a look at that, everybody. And then also take a look at 100X. You text VOICE voice to the number 90412, and then that will set you up with some surveys. It's very easy to do. Yeah, I was sitting there waiting for my wife. I did 5 surveys, but we get money for each of the surveys that are completed. Yeah, you can do it, everybody. All right. But I think that is about it on that. And then let us take a look at the NPINE e-news right here. Yep, let's take a look here. So yeah, so we just celebrated again Labor Day, back to school. Had a fantastic backpack giveaway for the FOE movement in the city of Torrance. But read about this here in our e-news. Again, recognize all of our friends at Musical Theater West. They're fantastic. And this tells us more about the NPINE Conference, which will be at Morse High School in San Diego. Now, let me see if I can find this one. Let me see here. Yeah, maybe I can't find it. Yeah, I was going to pull up oh, here. So you should be seeing, basically this is our program. And again, thanks to all of our major sponsors here. It's fantastic. We appreciate you. And then, we did add her. Dr. Julianne's up there. And then we have a career, college, and resource fair. So many organizations, universities, colleges are coming. Good work. Even Stanford University, yeah. And then these are the individuals that sponsored our prizes for the students. So fantastic, everybody. But we'll be recognizing all these students at our conference. Educators, community members, and a counselor, yeah, Michelle Brewer. So we look forward to it. All right, so that's that for that. Let me see if there's anything else on the N Pine Facebook page. Maybe not. Yeah, I think we've pretty much done it all. So good. So thanks everybody for hanging in there with that because we had a lot of announcements. And now we are going to take a look at some information on the Marianas Islands. Yeah. So let's read about it. And I am going to pull up some pictures from the Marianas. So there is their flag. This is the flag of the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Islands. Some of the islands include Saipan, that's where Miss Megan is from, Tinian, and Rota. And it is believed that Tinian was the first island to be settled by humans in Oceania. Now that is amazing, everybody. Okay. Now here's a beautiful picture of the Northern Marianas Islands. And next week we'll talk about Guam, but I wanted to talk about the northern part here. So as I said, the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Islands, there are 14 islands. Over 48,000 in the island of Saipan, 3,000 on Tinian, and about 2,500 on Rota. The other islands are not inhabited. The Marianas were a Spanish colony until 1898, and then they were under the government of the Philippines. And then Guam went to the United States, and the Marianas went to Germany. And then eventually they became part of the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Islands, everybody. And remember, the native people from the Marianas are known as the Chamorro people. So that's something I want you all to remember there. Good. All right, everybody. Good work. And it is now time to go to ukulele class. So pull out your instrument and let's get a moving there. Because some of you might be falling asleep. Yeah, some of you didn't even tune in yet. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to move our Mariana friends here so you can see me a little better. Okay. And again, this is the ukulele. You strum the ukulele with your right hand, and you use your left hand to put on the keyboard here. Okay. So this is fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3, and fret number 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a look at your left hand. This is finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, everybody? So I want you to be aware of that. All right. So to strum, we just go like that. Down, up, 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 down, up. I like to use my fingers and mostly my thumb because some of my fingers are bad. But yep, you can strum it any way you like. And aloha to our friend that joined us there. But let me see here. So I did show you again how to strum. I showed you the instrument. So let's take a look at some chords. And the chords, everybody, are where we put our fingers on the strings. So this song we're learning today, it's called Singing in the Rain. We actually learned it last week, so this is a review. We have 4 chords, the C chord, the C6 chord, the G7 chord, and the G7 suspended 2 chord. Okay? So take a look at that. That is the C chord. If you look up at the top of the page, it has each of the strings, string 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of them has a name. So we have G, C, E, A. Yep, that's how you remember them. Another way to remember them is you can sing, my dog has fleas. All right. So look at that. Your third finger is on string number 4, fret number 3. So let's try it. Okay. So again, third finger on string 4, fret 3, strum. Good. Perfect, everybody. Now the next one will probably be your most favorite chord of the ukulele. It is called the C6 chord, okay? So what that means, you don't put your fingers down. But make sure you hold on to the ukulele. You might drop it, okay? So let's play C6. All right. C6 again. Good. Now we've got 2 more. The next one is the triangle, we call it, because your fingers will form a triangle. This is called the G7 chord. So your first finger is here on string 1, second on string 2, and third is on string 4. So 1, 2, and 3. See that? So let's try the G7. First string 3, second string 2, third string 4. Yeah, that's the G7. Now one more. This is called the G7 suspended 2 chord. So it looks just like the G7 chord, but you don't put down the third finger. So first and second for G7 suspended 2, and then put down the third for G7. So let's try this. I'm going to have you play both of the chords, okay? So let's play G7. Lift up the third suspended 2. Put down the third again for G7. Suspended 2. G7 and suspended 2. All right, you did it. So again, hopefully you remember this song from last week, but if not, let's do it. It's called Singing in the Rain. This was by a fantastic actor and dancer, Gene Kelly. He was amazing. He's a good singer too. Okay. But basically the song goes, look at the introduction there. We have C, 2, 3, 4, C6, 2, 3, 4, C6. So that's what you do for a couple lines. Then come down here to the 1, 2, the third line. We start off with G7 and G7 suspended 2. So we have G7, suspended 2, G7, suspended 2. That's it. All right, take a look at the final page. Now you'll notice on the first page it shows G7 and G7 suspended 2 are at the bottom. They should move up there to the top because you'll do G7, 2, 3, 4, suspended 2, 2, 3, 4. Then right there above rain we go C, 2, 3, 4, C6. Then we go C, C6. Slow it down. C, C6. Then the ending is C. So when I say brush, that means you just brush it one time. All right, you can do this, everybody. So let's get ready. Singing in the Rain. And at the end, we do some whistling. Also, the second verse, it goes. Yep, if you can't whistle, that's okay. Just do your best. All right, everybody, sing in the rain. 5, 6, here we go. C, C6, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, C6. Whistle. I'm singing in the rain. Just sing in the rain. What a glorious smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. Just sing it in the rain. Whistle. All right, how'd you do? Hopefully you did well. It's not a real difficult song, so just keep practicing it. But good job, everybody. Way to go. All right. Well, we're going to do some talk story, and then we've got some other songs coming up. So try not to leave us when we do talk story. Okay. And sometimes the people go, oh, no, talk story. And they try to leave. Yep, I hear you, but you can do it, everybody. And then we will play another song for you. So for talk story today, we are going to talk about being different. And I think we talked about this last time. Yeah. But again, sometimes this is known as diversity. Some people don't like that word, but it all has to do with getting to know other humans. Yeah. All right. So here we go. This is the time where we kind of stretch and breathe in through our stomach, nice and deep. In and out. And in again and out. All right, everybody. So think about the following I'm going to share with you, then we'll do our next song. So our world is colorful and beautiful, and our societies are very diverse. We have the opportunity to understand and value different races, cultures, traditions, beliefs, and even languages. So it all comes down to who are we? Okay, learning about others. But friends, ask yourself, what are some things that I appreciate in my friends that are different from my own background? And again, what can I do to appreciate them more and share their beliefs or their cultures with others? So, yep, that's what I want you to do, everybody. You can do it. Okay. Now, this next song that we have for you is called Together Apart. This was written by Dr. E.J. Harrison. He is the conductor of the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. He is a fantastic musician. And my daughter Amelia is the principal accompanist. She plays the piano. But yeah, they are great. I think over 200 members of the choir. But E.J. Harrison wrote this song during the pandemic. And let me play it for you, everybody. Okay, here we go. Called Together Apart. We will be together again. We will be together again. Hand in hand, friend with friend. We will be together again. Someday soon we'll be a community of people arm in arm, and we will embrace, standing face to face. Until then, we sing this song. We will be together again. We will be together again. Hand in hand, friend with friend. We will be together again. Hand in hand, friend with friend. We will be together again. We will be together again. Mahalo, friends. And again, E.J. Harrison. He was fantastic. I was even in a choir that he led for a while up in Pasadena. Yep, it was very interesting. It was during the pandemic. So we would meet on Zoom, and then we'd have to record our part, and they would put all our parts together into a choir. It was amazing, friends. I just can't believe it. But after that, the pandemic ended, and then I think I went for a good 6 months to the choir, and then he actually left the choir to go to another position. But it was fun. It was nice to sing with everybody, and we definitely miss you. All right. Well, we have another talk story here, and then I'm going to share a song for the Hispanic Heritage Month. Yeah. We've been playing a lot of songs in Spanish this week. All right. So, again, this is the time of our program that we want you to take a look at this chart and just kind of check your stress levels and ask yourself, am I green, yellow, orange, or red? And if you are orange or red, you really need to get some help, everybody. And the help is up here in the chat, the Cal Hope live chat, the 833 number, or the 415 number. And if things just aren't really going very well at all, please call the 988 number. They will get you all the help you need, my friends. Yep, please do it. Now, let us take a look here at this thought that we have. We've been talking about some self-care tips. So let me give you some more. The first one is to shower or bathe. Yeah, that's good. Take a shower, you feel better. To exercise. Yeah, believe it or not, exercise. I like running. It produces the endorphins. The endorphins are the body's feel-good drug. Interesting, because when you eat a lot of food, it also produces endorphins. So try to balance it between food and exercise, okay? The next one is to read a book. That's a good one. Yeah, read a book. All right. Then I've got some more self-care tips from our 50 ways to take a break. So let me see. We have write in a journal. I like doing that, writing in a journal. I journal in English, Portuguese, and Samoan, and Spanish too. Yeah. But writing in a journal helps us to basically share our thoughts. Go for a walk outside, because you can feel some vitamin D from the sun, but you just feel better, okay? And then finally, notice your body. So what does this mean? Well, notice that you have a body. Notice that you need to take care of your body. But yep, it is a good thing to notice. All right, everybody. Well, we've got one more song, and then we have the closing Aloha song. I'm going to do some school talk a little bit here, but here we go. Let me see here. I've got to move this thing. It's falling down. Okay. This song, my friend, comes to us by a number of artists. Andrea Bocelli. Also, it is by Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole. Even Jennifer Lopez sang this song. And my friend Wilma told me there was someone else too that sang it. Yeah, I can't remember, but he had an English version too. All right, so that's your homework. Find out who else sang this song. It is called Quizás, Quizás, Quizás. Quizás means maybe in Spanish. And the song is basically talking about siempre que te pregunto, every time I ask you, que cuando, como y donde, that when, how, and where, you always answer me, tú siempre me respondes, quizás, quizás, quizás. That means maybe. So you'll get the idea of the song, everybody. All right, everybody, here we go. Let me get my dog has fleas here. Yeah, that sounds better. Siempre que te pregunto que cuándo, cómo y nunca, siempre me respondes, quizás, así pasan los días y yo desesperado y tú contestando, quizás, estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando por lo que más tú quieras. ¿Hasta cuándo? Así pasan los días y yo desesperado y tú contestando, quizás. Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando por lo que más tú quieras. ¿Hasta cuándo? Así pasan los días y yo desesperado y tú contestando, quizás. Again, quizás means maybe. All right, everybody. Well, to finish up, for School Talk Story, I had the opportunity of celebrating the Hispanic Heritage Month. Yeah, I got a nice button too. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, look at that. Hispanic Heritage Month. At my former office, the Los Angeles County Office of Education, so they'd invited me to come and participate with them. Yeah, this was actually the first time in a long time I didn't play any music for them. They decided to give me a break. Whew. Yeah, it was nice just to sit there and eat, and but it was nice. 5 scholarships were presented to students, mainly from the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts, which is one of the schools that my office administers. And then one of the students actually showed a film she'd produced because she's studying to be a film producer. And then the other student sang. He wants to be a singer. Then we had the fantastic Downey High School came and they did the baile folklorico. Yeah, fantastic dancing there. So it was great, everybody. And again, that's what I wanted to share with School Talk Story. I was so happy because I saw so many of my former colleagues. I can't even name them all, but I'll share some. I saw Laura and Dalila. Who else did I see? Sonia. Yeah, there were a lot of them. Yeah. Sacome. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I missed you. But yep, it was nice to see all of them and to know that they are doing well. But yep, I encourage all of the schools to again celebrate this month. It's September 15th to October the 15th. Well, everybody, let us show our last couple slides here. Again, the Northern Marianas Islands, the Commonwealth, that is their flag. And here they are there, okay. And next week, we will be back at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So please join us there and keep working on your ukulele there. But let me finish up with our final Aloha song. And let me see here. As you know, Aloha means hello and goodbye in Hawaiian. But Tofa also means hello and goodbye. I mean, it means goodbye in Samoa and Tuvalu. So those are 2 islands that share Tofa. Yeah, a lot of different words here. So let's see how we do. And in the Mariana Islands, they say adios. Yes, there was some influence from the Spanish there. So adios. Here we go. Mariana Islands. Aloha from the King of Tonga. Ukimiu from the Solomon Islands. Airera from the Cook Islands. Airera from New Zealand. Aotearoa. Nakwe from the Marshall Islands. Iku from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from Samoa and Tuvalu. Yep, and in Papua New Guinea, they say goodbye. Yeah, that's how you say goodbye there. Let me see. Goodbye, Lukim yo behind. Yeah. Yep, a lot of languages to learn. Everybody, do me a favor and take some aloha to the world. We definitely need a lot more aloha out there because the people are really struggling. Yeah, but take care, everybody. Aloha.